All right, so let's get right into it for the Mindset Mondays. I would like to welcome you to the Mindset Mondays. Peace, love, and beautiful energy. Wherever you are, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us and you're looking to grow in magnificent ways. We always talk about building a community of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. One of the ways to do it is by speaking your message. What is your message? I usually ask people, what are you out to accomplish in this world? Who are you? What are you out to accomplish in this world? And that's a good question. And if you know the answer to it, go ahead and put your answer in the chat. Typically, when I ask this question, the first response that I get from people is, oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure how to answer that. And I understand because when I'm asking that question, it requires you to not reach into autopilot. It requires you to consciously think about it and give a real authentic answer because who are you and what are you out to accomplish in this world? If you don't know who you are and what you're out to accomplish in this world, chances are you're just living life going through the motions. Now, that's not a bad thing because we're all going to go through emotions. We're all going to go through certain time frames where things look great for us and time frames where things look not so great for us. But if you know who you are and you can be with yourself at any moment, then no matter how low you get, no matter how high you get, you will always be able to keep that upward trajectory. Now, the reason why this is important is because what I'm getting ready to say next is going to be the idea of the entirety of when we do the Mindset Mondays, right? Clarity, direction. But the biggest part in the clarity and direction is communication. So we're talking about being able to communicate. When you are able to communicate because you know who you are, you know what you're out to accomplish, your messages become a lot easier, becomes a lot clearer, it becomes a lot more simplistic where other people can follow along. Now, you want people to follow along because if you know who you are and you know what you're out to accomplish in this world, but you are not enrolling other people into your world, chances are you're not going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So when I'm asking you to have clarity and to be able to speak well, this is not me asking you just to test you or see where you're at with your level of communication. No, this is saying that you must prepare for your greatest challenge by being able to know who you are within yourself. You need to know who you are and know what you're out to accomplish because the quicker you know who you are, the more you know what you're out to accomplish, the easier it is for you to see the opportunities. So the opportunities are all around us. Everywhere we look, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for growth. There's an opportunity for demise. I always say you're one move away from where you want to be, and you're also one move away from where you don't want to be. So in a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down a little bit about communication and the powers of communication, but also how to do it. When we think about communication, we often think about what? Speaking. But communication has another part, and the other part of communication is interpretation. So you must be able to interpret what other people are saying, but most importantly, you need to be able to interpret what you are saying. Now, the reason why I say this is because you ever get this idea where you get these thoughts, you're very clear in your mind, super clear in your mind. But the moment you start speaking to other people, the moment you start sharing the idea, you start to feel unclear now. It's, for some reason, it was here and you knew it. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you resonate with what I'm saying so far. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you resonate with what I'm saying. You got these ideas up here. They're here. You know it, clear. It's dialed in. But the moment someone asks you to express it, now you're fumbling, you're scrambling. You don't really know exactly how to say it or exactly how to make it come across. And now you're second guessing yourself. But once you were super confident, you were super clear on what it is that you want. So communication is going to be super paramount to your success. And I want to dive right into some of these notes, right? If you have the Speaking with Confidence and Courage book, you can go ahead and follow along. And if you don't, I'll be reading a little bit to you so that way you can still have it. All right, you can still have it. So first and foremost, how important is communication to you? Let me know in the chat. How important is communication to you? Let me know in the chat. How important is communication to you? Now, I always love to ask these questions this way because it makes a lot of sense when you ask them this way. Let's say you had a significant other. Are you more attractive or less attractive if they can speak well? Let me rephrase it. Are they more attractive or less attractive if they can speak well? Are they more attractive or less attractive if they're on time? Are they more attractive or less attractive if they have the ability to listen to you? More attractive or less attractive. So we start to see that the common denominator in this is more attractive. So the more attractive you are, the more opportunities comes your way. So now when it comes to you being able to speak well or you being able to speak with confidence and courage, the more that you develop the skill, the more opportunities comes your way just by being able to articulate, just by being able to speak about what it is that you want. And the thing about it is being able to speak about what you want, even though you're not prepared technically for that moment. So for example, you might run into someone who's a great opportunity to partner with, but you didn't write down your business plan, you didn't write down a proposal, but this person just came into your life somehow, maybe at an event or whatever the case may be, you crossed paths. How do you not get flustered? How do you stay who you are within who you are and be able to express exactly what it is that you could do and what you could offer to this person in exchange for what they have, what they could offer to make something positive for whatever the cause may be? So you have to already be clear on what it is that you want. So speaking with confidence is not just about delivering speeches or presentations. It's basically a skill that permeates various aspects of our lives. So when you think about being able to communicate, there's forms of communications in so many ways, various ways, right? One form of communication, obviously, is speaking. There's another form of communication everyone knows, body language. But then there are signs and symbols. And then there's other mediums. So you can do a long form of communication, you can do a short form of communication. Depending on how the other person would like to receive information, you could also dictate and delegate that way. So I want you to think about that when you use your ability to speak, it's a skill set that enables you to express exactly how you feel and allow yourself to effectively connect with other people. Now, when we talk about seizing opportunities for personal and professional growth, speaking is the number one ability that's going to allow you to do that. Okay? Oh, shout out to my subscribers. You was the very first subscriber. Thank you. We appreciate you. Send some love. Send some love in the chat. So I want you to think about this. By mastering the art of confident speaking, you can captivate your audience, influence others. You can leave a lasting impact with your words. And you could truly transform people's paradigms just by you being able to articulate what someone feels inside that they may not be able to articulate. Now, why is this skill set super important? Because this is where wealth is created. Wealth starts in conversations. Okay? If you're looking to get wealthy or you're looking to have a lot of money or whatever it may be as far as being able to have a good relationship with someone, it's going to start with your level of communication. Okay, level of communication. Everyone put that in the chat. Level of communication. Now, there's different levels to this. Now, you have to understand the benefits of being confident because when it comes down to neuroscience showed us a roadmap. It's not that you get confident and then you go and do something. It's that you do something. You go out on faith, on luck, on your work ethic, on who you are, your merit, your skill set, and then confidence builds. So in order for you to truly get confident speaking, you're going to have to speak even though you don't want to speak. In order for you to get truly confident with showing up in a higher way, you're going to have to take some risk. I remember when I first started out, when I was going to the parks and I was raising my hand, my heart was pumping out my chest, and I'm just, hey, can I get everyone's attention? And everyone stops. And I say, hey, when was the last time you loved on you? Because I know we all come up and we celebrate everyone else and we show up for other people, but when was the last time you celebrated you? And people are looking around like, I don't know. And then some people saying I did it today or whatever the case may be. I said, hey, everyone take out your phone. Took out their phone. They looked at it and they said, what am I supposed to do now? I said, hey, I want you to say loving things to yourself because that person that you're looking at in the mirror right now is the person that was there for you 24/7. When you were down, they was the one that lifted you up. When you weren't feeling well, they was the one that nursed you back to health. So I want you to look at that person and I want you to say some loving things to that person because they've been there for you through thick and thin. And people started doing that. Right? People started doing it. They started crying. At the end, they came up to me, thanking me and whatever it may be, and the rest is history. But if I was too nervous to do it, none of what I'm doing right now would take place. Speaking in front of thousands of people, impacting thousands of lives, having thousands of testimonials, literally thousands of them, right? This is a dream come true because there was a time in life where I said to myself, wherever I go, I want to make sure I make a lasting impact on the people that I come in contact with. Because these people, they're the star of their stories, but when they come into my story, they're co-starring. So when I come into their story, I'm co-starring. So I want to show up as a good co-star in their story because we're all helping each other become better and we're all creating each other's experiences with each other. So if I'm helping you create your experience, I want your experience to be top notch. So when you think about confidence, I'm just going to read some of the notes to you all, right? The confidence part is huge because this right here is the number one factor whether you become successful or not. It is the ability to be confident. And the root word itself, confident, confide. You have to confide within yourself the truth about who you are, because if you are honest about where you're at, you can get to where you want to be. And as I was going to mention before, that neuroscience is suggesting that you're going to get these dopamine loops if you actually just go out there and try it. Just go out there and try it. Okay, so confidence is a remarkable quality that can significantly enhance our lives, especially when it comes to speaking. So we're going to explore some benefits of it, and what we're going to do is just go down, maybe give some examples out of it. So the first thing we want to do is understand the benefits of confidence. Now, increased self-assuredness and presence has a lot to do with confidence. So sometimes it's about how you see yourself. So if you see yourself as not enough, then you might be a little shaky when it comes to you speaking out and you sharing your thoughts, right? If you feel like you may not be dressed the part, it's not my best outfit. Oh, I got a stain on my pants. Oh, XYZ happened, then you might hide in the background. So when you speak with confidence, you radiate a sense of self-assurance that captures the attention and respect of others because your words carry weight. Somebody put that in the chat. My words carry weight. And when you walk through any door, you're going to exude a natural level of confidence or natural level of energy that's going to be able to captivate people. Sometimes you might have the best fit on, you might be feeling yourself, you're walking through the door, and it's just like, oh wow, I've arrived, right? And you got that feeling. A lot of people can get that feeling from you too. They might compliment you on some things, but I want you to pick up on what we're talking about. Self-assurance, not reassurance and not external validation, but self-assurance is going to come from the words that you speak to yourself. So the words that you're saying to yourself matters because your words carry weight. So you must be able to start seeing yourself at the highest level possible, right? Improve communication and persuasion skills. Confident speakers have remarkable abilities to convey their thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. They articulate their messages with conviction, making it easier for others to understand and connect with their perspectives. You see that? So a lot of times we have our own thoughts about what is and what isn't. But if somebody else has a thought about what is and what isn't, they're also equally right. So always remember that just because you believe that you're right doesn't mean the other person is wrong, because the other person could believe that they're right too. And then both of you could be right. That's just how it is. Both of you could be right. So additionally, confident speakers excel in persuasive communication, influencing and inspiring others to take action. Why would that be the case? Well, that would be the case because most people can sense confidence. There used to be a thing about women online dating, right? Well, it wasn't about online dating, but it was women online. They were speaking about dating, and they were talking about certain characteristics, and they were talking about a man being confident. If a man is not confident, they lose interest in them. If a man is confident, they'll gain some interest in them, because confidence is something that everyone can recognize, that when someone is displaying confidence, it encourages us to have more confidence. This is why most of us are the first to be second, because we like to wait around and see, okay, let's see what they're going to do first. And when somebody else takes action, now we want to take action. But we have to be the first to be first. Everyone put that in the chat. First to be first. So understanding the benefits of confidence, opportunities for personal and professional growth, confidence in speaking opens the doors to countless opportunities. Whether it's leading a team, delivering a powerful presentation, or networking with influential individuals, confident speakers are more likely to seize these opportunities and thrive in various aspects of their lives. When you think about the traits of a confident speaker, what might come to mind? Because we're talking a lot about confidence, but confidence is the key for today. If you want more confidence in your ability to execute, you must execute as much as you can for this stage of life you're at right now, for this skill set you have, in order to improve the confidence. Does it make sense? Confidence is not going to knock at the door. It's not going to ring your phone. It's not going to send you a nice, beautiful email. It's not going to send you a love letter. You're going to have to overcome whatever feeling that you have inside to build up the confidence to make sure that you can execute on whatever it is that you want to execute on. Okay, so confident speakers possess certain key traits that set them apart, and it enables them to deliver impactful speeches, presentations. But let's explore those traits. So one of the traits we hinted at, but let's get a little more in depth into it, is self-belief, right? That self-assurance. Now, with the self-belief comes positive mindset. So the positive mindset, confident speakers have an unwavering self-belief in their abilities. They trust in their knowledge, skills, and unique perspectives. This self-assurance is rooted in a positive mindset that allows them to overcome self-doubt and embrace challenges with optimism. By cultivating positive mindsets, you can bolster your confidence and project it onto your audience. I want you to think about that. The reason why it's so easy to project confidence to other people is because we're always looking for confidence. We're always looking to see security in something. So confidence, another word for confidence, is also security. We're looking to have security. When it comes to relationships, we want to be confident that this person is going to be with us, right? That's what they call security. They want reassurance. But you have to first be assured within yourself, because every person could leave you. Any person could leave you. In fact, every person will leave you. Every person will. No person will never not leave you. You will come to a point in life where all of the relationships that you have created will all one by one leave. Now, it doesn't mean that they will leave you lonely and you'll be standing there by yourself. But what it means is that we live and we die. So the relationships that you know will come and go. So clarity of thought and expression is another trait of a confident speaker. They have clarity of what they are thinking and what they want to express. Confident speakers have the confident speakers have the remarkable ability to organize their thoughts and express them coherently. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because they know how to structure their ideas. They know how to make sure it flows logically, but they know how to make sure it resonates with their audience. So their clarity of thought and expression allows them to articulate complex concepts with ease, making it easier for the listeners to grasp and engage with the content. How could you make what you say easy and digestible? If you're speaking to a large audience, you could use fifth grade words, right? So simple words, simplistic. You be as simplistic as possible. And if you're speaking to a more targeted, niched audience, then you could use the lingo that they would use in that particular audience. Now, active listening and empathy is also a high trait of a confident speaker. Confident speakers understand the importance of active listening and empathy, because they genuinely would love to connect with their audience. They would love to seek to understand their needs, concerns, and interests. So by actively listening and empathizing, confident speakers can tailor their messages to resonate deeply with their listeners, fostering a stronger connection and enhancing the impact with their words. Now, I know sometimes it looks like we could just get up here and just be confident, but a lot of this is planned. You don't want to wing it. You don't want to wing too much in life. You want to plan. You want to plan your work and work your plan, because if you're not working a plan, then you're planning to fail, right? Like if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's not like some cliche thing. That's, a mental model, a mindset model. So effective planning plays a vital role in enhancing confidence when it comes to speaking. So remember, effective planning is not about memorizing every word, or looking to say everything word from word that you've probably written out, but instead you're looking to create what we call a framework. Now, this framework allows for your natural speaking abilities to shine while ensuring clarity and coherence. See, by investing time in planning your speech, your presentation, you will find yourself more confident, more prepared to deliver with impact. And it's a lot of times when you get good at this, right? You're just going to speak from the heart, but you're going to speak from the heart, but with the framework. So with the framework in mind, it will allow you to be able to articulate in a way that's rememberable to whoever's listening. So I'm going to go through one more thing, and then I'll do the guided meditation. So, structuring your speech or presentation effectively, a well structured speech or presentation provides a solid foundation for confident delivery. By carefully organizing your content, you create a roadmap that guides both you and your audience through a logical presentation of ideas. So, now a clear structure not only helps you maintain a focus and coherent way to speak, but it also instills confidence in your audience, knowing that they are in the hands of someone who's knowledgeable, but also capable of bringing them in the right direction. Okay. So we'll continue this a little more next week, but for now, I will go over to start to do the guided meditation with you. Put your takeaways in the chat, though, from the traits of a confident speaker. Go ahead and put the traits in the chat. Or go ahead and put your takeaway in the chat about the traits. What I would love for you to do is I would love for you to breathe in deeply until your lungs are at capacity. And I want you to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. And push the remaining air out through your nostrils. At this moment, if you can, close your eyes. And I want to take you to the white place, the white space of nothingness. In this white space of nothingness, this is the quantum realm. This is where everything is created in the 3D reality. Notice how you can see with your mind, because your eyes are for looking, but your mind is for seeing. I want you to see everything that was in your vision before you close your eyes. The room, the people, the noises, the device that you may be on. And I want you to let it disappear one by one until you're in this white space of nothingness. While you're in this space of nothingness, I want you to feel protected, feel complete, feel in control of your body, your emotions, the scene. Breathe. Breathe. you are inside of this white space of nothingness, this white space transforms into your dream reality. While you're inside of your dream reality, remember, you are the creator. Imagine there's a large audience of people gathered around, and they're all clapping for you. Some people are calling your name, others are cheering you on. But imagine being on this stage, this opportunity where everyone is screaming your name. I want you to envision yourself speaking in front of 5 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, 5 million people. What is your message? What do you want people to remember? What do you want people to walk away with? What type of impact would you like to give or provide? I want you to think about that. And you're speaking on it. You're sharing your message. The words are being felt. People are listening. Emotions are being displayed. Are they excited? Are they reflective? Are they crying? Are they happy? Breathe. Now, as you're speaking on the stage, you're talking to people, you start to see someone you notice. The person that you see that you notice is you. It's your younger self staring right at you. What are you saying to your younger self? There's other people that can hear your messages. Something amazing happens. You switch positions and switch perspectives. Now your younger self is at the podium, at that stage speaking, and you as your current self are in the crowd, watching your younger self speak. What is the message that your younger version of you is delivering? As you're listening to your younger self speak, you watch something amazing happen. Everyone rises to their feet, they're clapping, they're snapping, and then there's an announcement. These 2 people walk onto the stage with an award, and they come to the mic and they say, I want to present this achievement, this speaking award to my child, my baby. And they hand this off to you as your younger self. You're watching as your current self. And everyone is just applauding. And your younger version is just smiling and feeling happy and feeling amazing. And then they all walk off. And the next speaker that comes to the stage It's you again, but it's you as your higher self. I want you to watch the way that you're articulating. I want you to see the command and control of the crowd. I want you to see the response and the impact that you're making across the entire audience, including yourself. How does it make you feel? Breathe. Breathe. Powerful. Watch how powerful you are. And the higher you, the higher version of you that's on the stage right now, says, I want to thank a person and I want to bring them up to the stage to share in this honor. And then they call you up as your current self. But something amazing happens. As you walk onto the stage, you can feel yourself getting more confident with each step. You can feel your words being thought in your mind with clarity, and there's a lot of direction. And as you step onto that stage, as you smile and look at your higher self and you turn towards the crowd, you become that higher version. The way you deliver the message, the way you think, how powerful you are. And as everyone claps it up and snaps it up and cheers you on, the crowd and the noise and the applause echoes and it fades. And you come back to this white space of nothingness. And you realize that all you had to do was just get up there and speak. What could have been holding you back for years has now been released, all because you made one decision, you made one move. You did that. As you're inside of this white space, everything that you once saw populates back into your reality one by one. The device that you're on, the wall, the noises, the air, everything, the feeling, and you come back to your reality. If you got a breakthrough from that, go ahead and put your breakthrough in the chat. If you need a moment to come back to reality, take a moment. But just know, all of your confidence is going to come from you just taking that chance on you. For you just stepping up and doing the thing that you knew you could do all along. That you were just waiting for the right moment. This is the right moment. Right now, right here. With you as the star of your story. As you step into that, I want you to feel confident. I want you to notice that when you're speaking to 5 million people, you're really just speaking to 5 people. When you're speaking to 5 people, you're really just speaking to one. What is your message? What are you out to accomplish in this world? For me, it's love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. For you, discover what that might mean for you. But if you don't show up and be your true version of you, there's countless other people that may never get the chance to be the best versions of themselves. So you can help someone else by helping you. And by you helping you, other people help you. And that is how you start to get the life you truly want. So when you work on you, everything else works out for you. Peace, love, beautiful energy. Remember, speaking ability is going to be the #1 tool to use in order to get the relationships that you want, the life that you want, the money that you want, and including the health that you want. You are the best of the best, top of the top, cream of the crop. Go out there, share your message with the world. Don't be afraid to speak. You got this. You did that. Peace.